advice for single people, okay? Married egolang joint account egola mandanne. Single katir type of maker kiyanne. But if you're married or anything, you can utilize this advice, okay? Uh, if you have a job, save a portion of your money, and keep it aside. Pay your taxes, pay your bills, pay your expenses. But we don't over spend on online stuff, okay? The culture is such now, people don't go out and enjoy experiences. Instead, they buy experiences online. I also, buy certain like coins and stuff online. But now I realize, after doing checks and balances, that some of it might not be healthy, some of it might not be uh, the best for the long run, right? During COVID, we stayed home and we kind of had nothing else to do, but we stuck with the internet and participate with whatever the internet gave us. But we are not meant for sedentary lifestyle. Human beings, our human body, our eyes, our ears, our physical body is not made for sedentary lifestyle. We can be sedentary when we want to meditate, when we want to sleep. Thank God, I got eight hours of sleep, alhamdulillah, last night. I just want to tell everybody, have a set of rules, have a set of schedules, have a set of routines that you maintain no matter what. No matter if there's a disaster, no matter if there's a celebration, always have a routine that you try to maintain, right? I know during disasters, during chaotic times, many people cannot keep track of things, but maintain a stable life. I call it a stable life. For me, a stable life is foundation for growth. You build upon the stability. You build upon the stability of not only your physical health, your mental health, but also your financial health. As times change, financial life looks different. We have so many different currencies, so many different ways, so many different investments that try to pull us in. I'm not going to give you financial advice, but however, I'll give you tips on how I maintain my financial life. I keep it simple. We call it KISS, KIS. Keep it simple. Anything that you keep simple will last you a long time. So I still write on pen and paper. I track my expenses. I know there's all these apps, all the things online that can assist in making it, simplifying it. However, I got this brain from years of working on pen and paper and books. I read tons of books, and I'm very grateful for that, because many people today might not know the joy of reading so many books. I'm very grateful that I was born in the year that I was born, in the country that I was born, in the journey that I was born, that brought me here, and I'm established here, alhamdulillah. So I try to live. I always call myself a classic man. I love music from my grandfather's time. I still carry the letter that my grandfather wrote for me. He used to write cursive. That's the only language he knew. My grandfather worked under the British. He was a policeman, humble man. He served the country, right? So during British time, he wrote, the syllabus was British and, English, and they wrote cursive. So when I used to love his handwriting, and when I was a child, we all aimed to have his handwriting. So, long story short, the people you surround with, the family you associate yourself with, will shape and build your character, will shape and build your ambition, will shape and build the kind of person you would like to become for the world. And as I age, I will be turning, inshallah, 40 soon. I invite all of you to a world of respect, to a world of remembering and preserving certain traditions and cultures of the past, which is, slowing down, writing, recording things on paper, right? I know many things are still digitally, the e-paper and all that. I'm very sorry. It hurts my eyes to see some bills on online. I still prefer certain things. I keep it on paper. I pay that extra penny to get it on paper. You know why? Because it serves my memory and it helps my mental health to keep certain things in order, right? So the next few months are going to be a lot happening, a lot of positive, inshallah, positive changes will happen in my life. And I wouldn't have been able to do all that if it wasn't for uh, some organization of my life, right? Which I learned throughout my careers and times here and parts of the world. So I combined all that and I created a system that works for me. Hi, Mr. Rick. Is it your birthday yet? So, on TikTok, Mr. Oh, he left. So one of the things that while I engage with you all might be wondering who I'm talking to. While I engage on Facebook and YouTube, I'm also live on TikTok. So one of the things that you must have for success is a long attention span. Attention span. I used to sit in classes for one subject for an hour, 2 hours. All we did was focus on that subject in school. Was it aviation? When it was aviation aerodynamics, all we did was focus on aerodynamics. Once I am more settled and I'll have free time, I'll bring out my old books and I will show you part of one aspect of the training and the educations I've had, right? So in this world in 2026 where everything is compacted into 60-second, 30-second, 10-second kind of things, I humbly decline many of those tiny doses of dopamine, and I allow myself and I accept the simple, methodical, and everlasting way of living, which is the way that I'm used to, the way that I grew up. I always carry a journal. I always try to carry my scheduling planner. So that way, even if my phone dies, if there's no network, I can still work on something, right? And that's it. So I got more work to do. I'm not going to go into detail to inspire all of you because you all can be inspired by so many. There's so many good mentors on TikTok, on YouTube. Oh, sorry. Oh. Okay. Hold on. Hello, sir. Hi. Good morning. How are you? Come on in. How have you been?
Good.
Come over here. Let the person work. All right. We have some work to do, so I'll talk to you all soon. Summer, come over here. All right, good girl. Come up here. Here. All right, up. Here. Okay. No. Let that work. We're gonna wait. We're gonna allow them to work. We're gonna allow them. We're not gonna let the person work. Let the person work. Oh, God. Okay, I'll throw this. Here, over here. It's done? Oh. It was that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
I put
Anytime.
that movie before, but I don't know.
No, can a screw loose?
Oh, how's everything? How's your wife and your family?
Good.
Everybody's
Yes.
good? Nice to
Thank
see you.
you.
Nice to
No
see you.
problem.
Thank you. One thing. Sorry, sir. I want to show you one thing. What? So, I just want to ask. This one, I just want to show what this I do. It's okay.
Can I fix it? Don't worry.
Okay. It's okay, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Whenever
No leak right now?
No need.
Okay.
Whenever you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I schedule Fatima? Okay?
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You have a great day, sir.
Same to
All
you.
right, sir.
Bye.
That's maintenance. So that was maintenance. I needed some things fixed, so we'll see. Inshallah. One by one we'll fix. Okay. Arts for my channel? I don't know. I mean, what kind of arts? As in, like, What kind of arts? I'm sorry, Eve. All right. So he came on time. I love that punctuality, you know. That's one way of, I think, the older generation. So that gentleman, he's older than me, and him and his wife are wonderful human beings. You know, they help whenever there's maintenance. Uh, so time is everything, you know, in aviation, in everything, everybody. You know, time tells me about your character. So I said between 8 and 10, whenever it's exactly at 8 he came. Exactly at 8 Central he showed up. That's the people that I want to work with. When I say at time, you know, that's the people that made me who I am. When I was younger, when I was training, a job interview or whatever, you always showed up early, never late. And if you were 5 minutes late, you better have a great excuse to give, right? But always early, always on time, always sharp. Always sharp. Because that tells me you're reliable. If you just lollygag showed up, you know, whenever I want to show up, we know who it is. Right? We know what kind of place they will go. But those who show up on time tells me that you're serious, that you respect me and you took my word literally, right? Two, it builds character. Then you will always follow a schedule, you'll always follow what life demands. If I didn't show up on time when sir or madam, whenever the teachers, mentors required my attention to do some work, get something done, to complete a project, I wouldn't have become the person I am today. Keep schedule, routine, and life will take off. Simple. Okay? If you get deflected by every app, every notification, I can't help you. But if you keep your focus, you're welcome. Allah. Whoever that is, Eve, I am more accessible on TikTok and those folks who are on Twitch. I don't frequent Twitch, okay? It's just linked. It's just whenever I stream. But if you want to access more of my routine, follow me on YouTube, Adamis_Lucky, or you can find me on TikTok, Adam.Summer. As we stream here, we stream over there. TikTok would be convenient, or YouTube, Adam S. The link should be in the bio. If not, let me write it down for you. This is YouTube handle. Okay, this is at. Alright, this is YouTube handle. Adams Lucky _Lucky. And TikTok will be Adam.Summer. Very easy. You can spell it out. Okay. Alright. Moving on. Glasses. Sorry. I don't have a Discord or Instagram. I have so much work. I'm not on every platform. I apologize. I have limited time. So even what I do on here is like by my generosity. I go on these platforms because I don't get paid to do all this. Right? I just do this as social like work for whoever wants to learn from me. So if you keep asking me Discord, I can't help you. But you're more than welcome to visit me on what is available, right? Which is all these 3 platforms, which I just named. have, all right, some work on it. Yes, work on it. Hi Sky, what's going on today? So see, if you all on Twitch showed up on my TikTok, we have regulars on TikTok. That's why I'm on certain platforms, because I'm established and I have connections on certain platforms. So if you guys on Twitch can move over and find me over there, then you can build, but sorry, Discord and all that stuff, you guys figure it out. I'm more pen and paper, but I appreciate the invitation. Making a smoothie, good Sky, good. Enjoy your day. I'm low on my battery charger. I'm trying to keep my paperwork in order. That way, I do that periodically when I'm not swamped. Then I also paid my electric bill. So that way, as things come, as I work, I pay. And life goes on. So this is done. So I'm going to put the bill aside. One thing I need to remind myself is that, because I don't have biological children, my child is Summer and Lucky, Lucky passed away in 22. I only have Summer, and I also, I have family to take care of. Where's the charger? So the one thing I tell you all is, be you and try to catch up as much as you can from watching me. That's all I can tell you. I can't spoon feed any adults. But learn from me and take what you like, and hopefully you'll be, on your way to success. Barbarossa. Okay. Alright, so I've been up and I got a few things done, a lot more to do, because I like having clear, knowing that bills are paid, this and that keeps me free, right? I don't like to complain. Have you guys ever seen? I never come on TikTok or YouTube complain that this is high, this is expensive, this is whatever. Things go up and down in price, right? Like economy will always have inflation, will always have things that go up. Eggs will go up, eggs will go. You can process that, of course. You can just say this is high, that is high. Once in a while, I do that. But I am more solution based, right? If something is expensive, go eat something else. If eating out is expensive, cook, right? If you don't have money, get a job. very simple solutions. Back in one thing I will give baby boomers is that I know many of you are like, we don't have the luxuries they had. I didn't either. I'm millennial. But I watched them. If you watch a certain generation and live like them, you will have their results. Just because you're Gen Z or Gen X or whatever Gen Y, I don't know what Gen. Even I didn't know what Gen I was, because when I was growing up, there was no. See, one thing that is blessed is having ignorance. You know, ignorance is bliss. Only in social media they try to say people are just people. Either you're hardworking, you're dedicated, you're smart and intelligent, or you're not. Simple as that. If you go to a classroom, you can always distinct that, right? No matter where you are on planet Earth, whether you're born in China or in continent. Need more time? Yes, stay logged in. All right. Hold on. So, why am I being a little more stern in my approach now? Is that I'm a little disappointed with, yes, the current administration might not be helping many of you, but no administration did. Just to give you guys, open your eyes a little bit. I was born in a country where there was civil war. We had no choice but success to get ourselves up. So many of you are facing different challenges now of misinformation, of internet, which way to go, attention span, ADHD. When I was young, I wasn't diagnosed, nor did I know. When you're in fight and flight and survival mode, you are your best self. According to my standards, if you are challenged by every side, you will only pick the side that matters to you most. If you had to make a choice between life and death, you will always make the choice to live. So one thing I learned is that, okay, what worked for my grandparents? What worked for my parents? Let me just use that as a blueprint and move forward. And then whoever other mentors teach me, I take tips from that. I learned from my school when I'm so blessed. So blessed. Some of you all, hate Republicans and whatnot. They run some of the schools, right? And then when they are in schools, they don't bring politics, they teach. Whether you're Republican or Democrat, discipline is discipline, right? All this put aside. But I'm very grateful for some of the lessons that I learned from certain Republicans. I will say that honestly, because they don't get credit also. I'm not talking about who's in office now, all right? I'm talking about people who worked in office previously. So don't quote me and say I'm talking about who's in the office now. I don't know them personally, but I have seen. Today is Lincoln. Lincoln is a Republican, right? Can we get to that? Today is what day on the calendar? January, we went through March, February, short. Lincoln's birthday. So instead of focusing on the negative, I'm going to focus on the positive. Because Lincoln, I am in Illinois, land of Lincoln. I don't care if you're Democrat, you're Republican, you're MAGA, you're Baba, you're Cobra. I don't care. But you better respect the people that built this space. They are not perfect. No one said anybody's perfect. Am I perfect? Are you bloody perfect? Whoever you're watching, pointing fingers, this and that person is this, they didn't do this. So if you want to make changes, do what Martin Luther King did. Be the change you want to be. Black History Month. Right? All the leaders came together to make small changes. So you guys, girls and trans folks and non-binary folks, be the leaders that I want to see in the next 10 years. Right? So today we're gonna respect that it's Lincoln's birthday and I come from land of Lincoln, right? And you can argue, you can say, oh, before that it's the natives. Yes, before that it was the natives. It's just like today Pepsi CEO is who? Before that Pepsi CEO was somebody else. Today Google CEO is Sundar Pichai. Before that Google CEO was somebody else. So what? Under different leadership you get different ways of running the organization, the corporation. If you follow whoever's comes and you see if they tell you something good, right? Don't do any blindly follow orders. If they say harm somebody, don't go harm someone. I'm against violence, right? But if they give you a job description, if they even the most see, even I'll tell you the honest truth, even looking at Donald Trump, I can learn something. That if you kept your eye and your focus in a goal, that you want to be a successful businessman, you could. That you want to be a president, you could. All you got to do is do the right steps, right? If I looked at Kamala, I can learn something good, that she never gave up. She's still there. She's still guiding her people. See, everybody picks a leader they want to be like, right? So there's no losers, and literally there are no winners, right? Everybody is a leader to somebody. You, Sky, is a leader in your house to your wife, right? Sky is married to a woman. She's the leader of her life and her community and her neighborhood. She sets examples to her school, to her class. Every time she goes into class and somebody asks about her family, she talks about being from the LGBTQIA family, right? So everyone is part of history. The moment you accept that if you're different, you accept it, you go stand tall and be with people who support your journey, right? Canada buddy, brother from Canada, welcome. So today we are talking about taking action on what you promised yourself, not to me, not to your family. What did you promise yourself? Who do you want to be by next February 2027? I review every year. One thing I learned about working in corporate and also working doing exams and whatnot, if you study for your exam, you will pass. If you put the work, guarantee pass. But if you don't have attention, then it's going to be difficult to pass anything, right? So people who are from different older generation, especially like our brother from Canada buddy, he can be a good mentor also. As a father, he's a caregiver for a wonderful, I think, a differently able child. Any father that takes, any mother, any parent, anybody, any guardian that takes care of a differently able child, I have the utmost respect, because you never gave up on them. So those parents, those guardians, we should never give up on them. Promise me that. People that didn't give up on minorities, we will never give up on them. Even small thing, you tap the screen or whatever, you support them. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Because today I was doing my bills, paying off my bills. See, I can't go on vacation keeping my bills. I never leave the house. Mashallah, I have never gone on vacation without paying bills. I always pay bills on time. And if I cannot pay bills, I don't go on vacation. because there is no vacation for me if the bills are unpaid. I can't sit by the um, waterfall and meditate if my heart knows something I owe, right? So I'm designed that way. I'm designed to clear things, clean things. Then when I go, I sit there. I know mom and dad is taken care of. Summer is safe. Bills are paid according to what I can, right? So what I'm trying to do is build character, that you all have an organized life. My father yesterday, I forgot sometimes. I think that's what inspired this session. See, throughout my life, essentially, I came to build the better half of myself in America. One half, better half is in Sri Lanka. When I mean better half is my spirit, right? Literally. One better half I was built in Asia. One better half I was completed in the West. So same thing, those of you in the West, you will complete your better half in other parts of the world, because essentially I told you all, that's why I don't put my flag thing in my bio, because then how many flags will you carry? Over 200 odd flags around the world. Essentially, just for me is like, because alhamdulillah I'm a pilot, I know that just putting the globe is enough. That means, and I like that sky. A lot of people, a lot of youngsters now think very consciously. Sky wherever you go. India, there's a sky. Africa, there's a sky. Sri Lanka, there's a sky. America, so very easy, right? Somebody came the other day. Sunset, sunrise, easy. Everywhere you go, there's sunrise, sunset. We all connect, right? But I used to put also Canadian. I mean, some of my posts you will see Sri Lankan flag, Canadian. Sri Lankan flag and American flag. But I have been touched in my spirit by many people from across the. Okay, go to your class. Go do your studies, Sky. I've been, grateful that I've been embraced by many people across countries, that I decided, you know what, I can no longer stand for one, one flag, that I belong to humanity essentially, and I belong to advancements of humanity. So we'll get to more as we go. Sky has also started her class, so I'll try to finish. So what I have here, you all please come to TikTok and YouTube as you can, okay? Sorry. I did. I know on fire with Hirunika. Okay, I'll watch that later. How do I add to save to watch later? And then we have Disney Sweet Symphony, relaxing for naps and sleep. I'll add that later. Save to watch later. And Flying Me is at Knuckle. Wonderful. She's also a wonderful channel. sister from Sri Lanka. Good, good. So many people are progressing in their own way. It warms my heart when I log into YouTube and see all the progressions. Alrighty then. As Ace Ventura would say. Do you know who quote Ace Ventura? Alrighty then. Is it? Is it Ace Ventura? Alrighty then. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. See, I remember my childhood movies. Alrighty then. Jim Carrey is an amazing human being. My goodness. Shaped wonderful, The Mask. Oh my god. See, I'm like total 90s blockbuster kid. I swear to God. 90s blockbuster kid. I would not trade that for anything. I would not trade that for anything. So no one told you life was gonna be this way. You're still in bed at 8. Oh, bed at 10. That's a what do I say? That is who you literally like. That's who I wouldn't want to be. But it's like a funny song, right? So he talks about just being lazy and whatnot. But I would feel horrible if I was in bed at 10 and the work began at 8. I wouldn't be who I am today. So different people have different paths. Maybe some people achieved success that way, but that is not my definition. I was like bed at 8 at night so I can be at work at 8 in the morning by waking up at 6 in the morning. So this morning I woke up at 6. Sometimes I wake up 5 or depending on early to rise, early to bed, early to rise, early to bed. So I did get tacos. The other day I splurged on tacos. And then I mailed this. When did I mail this to them? On the 9th. Savio. Hi, Subi. 9. Bamio. Why? Just upstairs. that was 343. Sorry. Amazing. That's how we get it done. What can be eliminated? Let's see. Chami, hi Chami. වැඩද? කොහමද? හොඳින් ඉන්නවනේ? Out. Good. Let's pay these. How much was there? Who is that? No, මට viewers ඕනේ. Sorry. ඒවා Twitch එකෙන් එවලා ඉවරයි. තියන ඒගොල්ලන් ඇති මට. Thank you. Twitch එකෙන් එවලා තව කට්ටිය එවන්නද කියලා මම නෑ ඇති කියලා. තියෙන කට්ටිය හොඳටම ඇති මට. Checking. Uh-huh. Hi, first son. Welcome. What are you working on, first son? Give me, what is the time? 8:56. Give me about 15 minutes. I want to ask you something. What is it? Okay, correct. Okay, so those two are done. Now I need to work. Is it going to coals? Let's see. All right. Okay. Okay, Bismillah. Activate 5%. What is it? Grocery store, wholesale club, streaming. Okay. Okay, activate. Okay. it, no? Okay, now what? Benefits, rewards. And a reward where? Okay. Hmm. Okay.
My rock bottom.
Such cute dogs and cats. What was I saying? Okay. So thank you everyone. Then come March, inshallah we have to do taxes. Where's the tax papers? I have to get it ready also. A lot to do. Right. 7th, second week, April 15th is the due date. So I'm gonna schedule that. Better to have it scheduled. Yes, Summer, wait. Okay. So once we come a Friday, inshallah, and then Saturday, your birthday. Samuel. Okay, what was the thing I had to look, Summer? Forgot. Tommy, oh, please. They're just stepping in the house. What is this, Joanne? What is this? Summer, grab one of these toys, please, and start playing. Get some work done. Yes. Okay, thank you, everybody. It was lovely, lovely, lovely having you. I will bring you more updates. Thank you for spending the day with my little workspace. I'll see you, inshallah, in the next video. Okay, everybody, have a productive, smart, intelligent, and meaningful day ahead. Okay, and if you haven't yet registered for my birthday event, it is free. All you gotta do is come and tap the screen and show me love on TikTok. So it's gonna be February 15th. It starts at 8 Central. And if you register on TikTok, tiktok.com/@adam.summer, if you go to the front page, it'll show you, if you register, exactly what time it is for your location. So you don't even have to, worry about what time it's going to be for you. Just register, and exactly on your time it'll convert it and remind you. So have a wonderful, wonderful day, everybody. See you soon, and send me peace and blessings. All I want is a peaceful life with community and summer.